Chris, I want what Tim has. I want that resilience. I want that motivation because that keeps me sober. And I'll never be able to repay that. I'll never be able to repay that. And that's why I do this show.
You
I have
are
to
repaying
tell
it.
you, before we did the show, I was in the supermarket this morning just doing some odds and ends. And I say this because you served in the Marines. You were on deployment in Somalia, as I'm led to recollect.
Yes.
Um, I think another sector that is being overtly overlooked is addiction amongst our vets. And
It's huge. It's huge.
I'm walking past the soldier. He's a lance corporal out in an Air Force base just around the corner from where I live. Well, I say around the corner, let's say 10 miles. If there's one big regret that I have is never having had the opportunity to serve. All my family members served. I come from a background of police officers and teachers and soldiers. It is my duty to show my appreciation to those soldiers who have given their lives. But when they came back from wherever there was, you name it, Somalia, Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Iraqi freedom, a lot of them have ended up on the streets, tossed away like nothing. And what they've done for us is not only for America, those soldiers fought for me too. And their voices are not being heard.
That is so
Sorry, man.
accurate that it is so uh, it hurts my heart. Honestly, and to be honest, it started Vietnam.
It
Um,
did.
those guys came back and they were shunned and they were discarded.
And it was not
And
their fault.
no, they were doing what they were asked to do. They were brave men who went someplace that most of them did not want to go and fight a war that they did not want to fight. And when they came back, they were treated like degenerates and baby killers and just
Dope
a
addicts.
low part of life. And I want to touch on that.
Please do.
They So I read something the other day actually about the Vietnam veterans. So in the Vietnam War, they said 80% of veterans used heroin. Okay, they did. It was over there. But and so you would think 80% of those guys, when they got out of the service, would come home and be junkies and be heroin addicts. Well, out of those 80% that used, only 20% of those people actually ended up continuing to use heroin. So what they were showing was their where they were, the mental stress that they were under,
Big
the
time.
the the place where they were. When you are in a situation, that flight or fight experience that your body goes through, and that fight or flight is never turned off, you are in an extreme situation mentally and physically that drains you constantly.